Welcome to Growing Up Boomer. I'm your host, Padre, with my co-host, Professor. And this podcast is dedicated to the life and times of the baby boomer generation. The show is loosely scripted, and sometimes we'll go down rabbit holes, and where it leads us to, one will never know. This podcast can be informative, funny, and sometimes irreverent. But most of all, we hope you find it entertaining. Hey, Professor, how's it going, my man?
I'm going very well, Padre. How about you?
Whoa. I see you wearing a hat today.
Well, I figured I'll give you some competition since the Giants are mathematically can get into the playoffs.
Yes, they can. I think we discussed that last week.
We did, and I've been just checking and following, and so I can see I don't know, game and a half, 2 games, something behind the Mets for the last wild card spot. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on that. I mean, the Dodgers kind of put the hurt on them over the weekend.
Yep. That's not unusual.
Oh, and you know, I was at the game on Saturday.
No.
That was my Father's Day. Yeah, that was my Father's Day gift.
Oh, awesome. Lucky you.
Oh, I know it. How
was it? Where'd you sit?
It was called Section 415.
Okay, that's up high.
It's up high, and it's like a party section, right? We didn't join the party because there was just probably too many Giants fans in there. You know, there was too much orange and black, so we got to sit in our seat, and the seat was near the wall.
Okay.
But yeah,
right.
It was a slugfest. I mean, there was only one home run in the game.
Okay.
That was it, and that was by Ohtani. But everything else, it was just what I call a small ball. Just a lot of base hits, doubles, and stuff like that.
Singles and doubles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the final score was 7-12, or 7-13.
Okay. Wow, there was a lot of hits.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's exciting though.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a pitching guy. I would have loved to have seen Friday's game, the one that Dodgers lost, with a grand slam in the bottom of the 10th. Now that's how you end the game.
Oh no, that's the way to go.
Oh, you ain't kidding. But I mean, they went
and they lost it.
They lost it,
which means it was the Giants that hit the grand slam.
Yes, it was. It was the Giants. It's the way to end the game. I got to give it to them. But I'll tell you what. This was a pitching duel. Verlander, I mean, he's been around as long as maybe Kershaw has been around, and he pitched an outstanding game as old as he is.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
And Yamamoto pitched an outstanding. His last 2 outings have been very good.
Good.
I mean, he went, the one the Dodgers lost, he went all the way, all 9 innings, except he only needed 1 out with 1 man on, 3-run lead, and they lost.
Oh,
They pulled him, and the closers couldn't close it out.
I don't know why. Why do managers do that? Because I know because there's 1 out and whatever, people on. Yeah, I get it.
Well, the other thing is, you got to remember, this is not the 60s. Where guys pitched a full game.
Oh, no, yeah. Full game and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, this is a completely different way that we look at baseball. I mean, if you guys last after 5 innings, I'm surprised he's still in the game.
Yeah, I know. It's different. It's different. Yeah.
But, the playoffs are coming. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, well, for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I just hope mine could squeak in.
Well, you can squeak in and...
Well, wait a second. They're ahead of the Padres. They're ahead of the Padres by 2.5, 3.5, something like that games.
We are ahead of the Padres by 2.5 games, so we could go into the wild card.
Nah, you're going to get in. You'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll be in the playoffs. Either the lowest team in or a wild card. Either one. Yeah. I'll take either one.
All right.
You know, but hey,
okay.
What do you say we get into our podcast, buddy?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover. We probably should.
As you know, we want to talk about the 1960s groups that were very popular at the time, and many people thought they should have been legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I myself, I'm kind of like, they're okay. All right. You know.
Yes. You know what? I agree with you. Most of these are okay, but I think if in a couple of circumstances, I think if they had stayed together, they didn't stay together for whatever reasons. Okay. But if some of them stayed together, there's a fair chance they would have been different situations.
And some of these groups were very influential in music,
Absolutely.
And kick-started a lot of great guitarists.
Guitars and other bands.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they
we'll
were
get
just
there.
unbelievable. Hey, shall
Yeah.
we get going in it?
Sure. You want to go first?
All right. I have to because it's Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Oh, and that's your favorite group?
They used to crack me up in their garb. Remember, they used to have the colonial dress.
War.
Yeah.
Yeah, Revolutionary War.
Oh,
They did all that kind of stuff. That's what they did. And of course, I think they hosted a TV show.
Yes, they did.
For a while.
Yes, they did.
Okay, and kicks that kicks that. Yeah, and Hungry. Those are a couple of big songs. Yeah. Yeah.
Their big hit came in 1971. I think it was their only number one hit. Was called Indian Reservation, or the other name is Cherokee Nation.
Cherokee Nation. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. That was big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem was, even though they went the route of the Monkees with a TV show and everything like that, they just never got out of that teeny bopper, the revolutionary look.
Well, the Revolutionary War, and it was more teeny bopper, so they were really the young teens as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
If they were out of Boise, Idaho, I believe they actually started in 1958.
Yes.
And they went into the early 70s, and they had hits in the top 30, I think.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
They had quite a few, in the top 40. You're absolutely right. But their number one hit, the only one, was Indian Reservation, Cherokee Nation.
Yeah. And that, but they just they didn't change. They didn't acclimate to the changes.
Yeah. They were still more teeny bopper than anything else.
Yeah. Which is kind of like Herman's Hermits.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's another group. Now it's interesting because when they first hit, with I'm into something good. And that shot to number 1 in the UK, top 20 in the US. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely dog. Yeah. Okay. I mean, those are I'm and a radiate Diane.
Yeah. 1965. I can't believe that was a number 1 hit.
I know, it was a number 1 hit. Okay, but when they came in there, they were rivaling the Beatles. In fact, I think one of them knocked the Beatles out.
Yeah, there was quite a few British groups that were coming in that were kind of like Hermits, and we'll talk about the other ones that were rivaling the Beatles.
Absolutely, that was the British invasion. Yeah, they're out of Manchester, England, and if I recall correctly, they got their name. I guess Peter Noon. He was compared, for whatever reason, to Sherman from Rocky and the Bullwinkle cartoons. It's kind of nuts. Okay, and they kind of adopted the name to Herman and the Hermits. I don't know why, but they did. Also, I guess a pub owner apparently commented that they looked like hermits, so it kind of that's what they did. They couldn't get past, as they're saying, the bubblegum beginnings, and because the Beatles. And the Stones, they went psychedelic and experimental. They just stuck with a safe formula, and by the end of the 60s, they were already fading from the spotlight. So I think that's going to be something that we're going to see. A number of bands just fell apart because they didn't change with the times. They didn't acclimate to the changes. So
Shall we say they did not read the room?
They did not read, the big room. Yeah, I get it.
To see where music was going, and they just didn't move in that direction.
Well, they either didn't lead it or they didn't follow.
Yeah.
Okay, they just kind of stayed where they were.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, do you remember the Dave Clark 5?
I do. I really do. Glad all over. Yes, I'm glad all over. Da, da, da. Now, there were another one that was like the biggest Beatle rivals when they hit this.
Oh, yeah. I think they knocked them off the UK charts.
They did. They did knock them off, for a little while, Yeah. They were on the Ed Sullivan Show, I think, for a dozen times.
Oh, yeah.
Bits and Pieces was another song. Can't You See That She's Mine? Catch Us If You Can. Everybody knows. The Red Balloon. Good old rock and roll. They're a good group. I wish they had stuck around because they were good. They started in 1957 in Tottenham, London, and Dave Clark, he was the drummer and the leader.
Yeah, and you know how you could tell that?
How? Tell what?
That he was the leader?
Tell me.
Because that was the only group that had the drummer in the front.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah,
That's right.
the drummer was always in the front.
That's right. He was always in the front. They were
You
always
wanted to
behind
make
him.
sure I'm Dave Clark.
Yeah. In my band.
Yeah, this is my band.
Yeah. Again, they didn't get beyond they had driving beats. They never got beyond that.
Yeah.
And when the Stones and everybody, they pushed boundaries, they just stayed in their lane, and that's what happened.
Yeah. But you know what? I would be happy to be a has-been, because you know what that means?
What does it mean to you?
I was a bin at one time.
Oh, you would have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be a has-been any day, because at one time I was a bin.
Okay, I was a bin. Okay, well, you know what? I can relate to that. Okay, I've been a bin before.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you remember the Turtles?
I remember the Turtles, the guy with that wild hair.
Oh, I know. That was that Happy Together.
You know what? That's probably one of their popular songs, and they are constantly playing that. You always hear that every so often in some comedies, like The Big Bang had that.
Oh yeah. I think it's a cover song for other people also, and they, according to information, they were like going to be, because of the harmonies. They had a lot of great harmonies.
Yes, they did.
Challenging the Beach Boys, but. Yes. Because they did a lot of harmonies and radio-friendly pop music, and they actually did. They were versatile enough. I think that they flirted with psychedelia, with "She'd Rather Be with Me," which was that kind of that genre.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
But
they started in 1965 in your neck of the woods.
Yes.
And they actually were previously known by the Night Riders as the Night Riders and the Crossfires.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's funny how they get all these names out of nowhere.
I can understand. Yeah, I know. Night Riders. The band that I was in was called the Cobblestones. Where the heck we come up with a name like that?
Yeah. Well, probably you were a folk group, weren't you?
No, you kidding? No. We did Beatles songs, and I was lead singer, so I did Michelle, and I did other songs and so on. I was a rhythm guitarist. And me, lead singer, which is kind of laughable, which is probably why we didn't get anywhere. Who knows? But
look at where we are now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who wasn't in a garage band back in the 60s?
Yep, I know. Yeah, well, I was in New York City, so it wasn't a garage. But anyway, that's aside. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. But the Turtles, they were plagued by record label troubles and had a lot of drama inside. Is what it was. Yeah. I guess two of them. Who was it? It was Mark Volman and Howard Kalin. They were fighting over ownership of the work and so on. But they had like 8 hits in the top 20.
Oh yeah.
But Happy Together was number 1, and nothing else came close to that particular part. And they broke up in 1970. Yeah. And other groups, had they gotten it together, they might have hung around a bit longer.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
or if anything, they would have still been playing even now.
Yeah, yep.
Like
there are a few groups that are still playing now. Yep.
That don't really require the original members. They just need one, like the Doobie Brothers.
Yep, the Doobie Brothers. As an example, yeah.
The exception to that would be the Rolling Stones, because once you lose Mick Jagger, the Stones are done.
Oh, yeah, that'll be done.
Something like that. Oh, do you remember Tommy James and the Shondells?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Crimson and Clover.
Crimson and Clover. Yeah, number 1. Panky also.
Yeah.
I think, and of course, Money.
Yeah.
And I think we're alone now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was psychedelic pop.
Yeah.
They were everywhere. They were definitely all over the place. They rivaled almost everybody. They were at Wales, Michigan in 64 is when they popped in.
Yeah.
Do
you remember Hanky Panky?
Yeah.
Sing it for us. Sing it for us, Professor.
Okay, hang on. Da 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 hanky panky. Da 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 hanky panky.
My baby does a hanky panky. My baby does a hanky panky. That was hilarious one.
Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. It's like,
how about do you remember I Think We're Alone Now?
I think we're alone now.
Yeah, we got it, man.
Do, 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 do,
How
do,
about Crystal
do.
Blue Persuasion?
Crystal Blue Persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
What
yeah.
a great, and then the funny thing about these groups is a lot of their songs are so different. I
Yeah,
mean, you listen to some and you think it's like a, bubblegum type of teeny bopper, and then you
right.
listen to other ones and you're going like, man, that one is wild.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but those songs, um, they I think they got into that psychedelic pop, as I
Yeah.
mentioned, and they didn't get out of there.
Right. Right.
Okay, they kind of stayed stuck in there, and so
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
what happened is other groups got more psychedelic.
yeah, got more psychedelic and more.
Yeah.
They experimented with other stuff,
Absolutely.
and now their music is covered all the time.
Oh yeah.
You hear their songs all the time, cover bands and stuff like that. So,
Well, the other one, and this was the one that you're saying that once Tommy James left the band was basically
right.
defunct. It was done.
Yep, done.
You know.
Yep. What about the Love and Spoonful?
Oh, I remember that group. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot Time, Summer in the City.
Hot times, summer in the city. Yep.
Back of my
Do you
neck's
believe?
getting dirty and pretty.
Yeah, there you go. Do you believe in magic?
Yes.
Yeah, a young girl's heart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was almost like a group was almost like a folk rock type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Group genre type
Yeah.
of thing. I mean, this
Did
is
you ever have to make up your mind?
yes.
Yeah.
And what I loved about this is what I loved about the '60s and the '70s was that the music all blended. I mean, you could have a folk song number one, and then the next week you'd have a psychedelic song as number one.
You know what? I hear you. Exactly. And you know what? Facebook pops me up periodically.
Yeah.
The top 50 or top 20 or the top 100 songs
Yes.
of a specific date.
Right.
Okay. Okay. And you're absolutely right. If you look through it, okay, the ones I saw was a Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
Okay. And Beatles and da 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 da. Yeah. So you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Ballad of the Green Beret.
Ballad
That
of
was
the
a
Green
that was
Beret.
a number one song.
Wow, I do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was good. You're going back to the Spoonful. They actually had 7 consecutive single hits in 10 in the top 10 in 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. When you think about it, that is really a lot.
Oh yeah.
But they were, and you're talking about folk rock. That was an upbeat folk rock, and they were great. John Sebastian, he had a great
Yes.
following, Now they were out of Greenwich Village, my neck of the woods, from '64 to '68. So they weren't around all that long.
Oh, let me ask you the Rascals or the Young Rascals.
I mean, I'll tell you, I just I think of that, and I think of me at the College Barn, which is the bar across the street from campus, and that song, all those songs come out, grooving on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes, yeah,
good
groovin'.
loving, do 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 do, good loving, do 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 do. Do people got to be free?
Yes,
It's a beautiful
that's-
morning.
Yes, absolutely.
I've
And
been lonely too long. I know.
The best one, though, I'm not the best one, but the one that I remember was "You Better Run," but not by the Young Rascals, but by Pat Benatar. She took that song.
Okay, yeah.
Dun dun dun
Okay.
dun dun. It was a strong beat song.
Yeah.
And that
that-
put her on the map. She's my favorite female artist. Was Pat Benatar.
Okay, she's good. She's
Yeah.
good. There's no, but I love them. These guys, they were really, really good. And again,
All right.
they came from New Jersey, so
Yes.
they were right there for me.
Yeah.
And they started in '65 and went till '72, and it was too bad. They were really, really good. And I guess they disbanded in '72. I guess it was musically they were growing apart.
Yeah.
There's a shift to jazzier, less commercially successful stuff. Personal conflicts, management issues, member departures, and it's really too bad because they put out some good stuff.
I was going to say.
In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to pull out their album, and I think I'm going to play it.
Yeah, play it. You know what? My best memory of a Rascals song is "Moonlighting."
Okay.
Do you remember Moonlighting?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh,
Can you sing a
with
few
Bruce
bars?
Willis, right? And Sybil Shepherd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a TV program before
No,
he
I never saw
did
it.
Die Hard. Okay. There's
No.
this one
No.
scene. Well, first of
Moonlighting.
all, we had a motivational speaker. How did I tell you about this? A motivational speaker at one of our seminars. And he was an actor, comedian actor, and he had a part in Moonlighting, a small part. He was very intricate in the story. And he said Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis did not get along.
Ooh, okay.
And they were always telling them, well, you tell Mr. Willis this. And he said, I had enough. He says, I had enough. I went to my trailer. I was packing everything up. The producers come. He says, you can't go. You're a vital part in this show. And we've already recorded 4 episodes with you in it. I don't care. I can put it up. And he whips out the checkbook and he writes down. He says, how about this? He shows him the checkbook, right? How about this? And the guy looks and he says, I can be bought. And he says, I finished it up. But the funny thing about this one is it incorporates a young kid, like maybe in high school, middle school, and he has to read The Taming of the Shrew. Okay?
Okay.
So he reads it through the lens of Moonlighting to make it interesting.
Okay.
So, The Taming of the Shrew is with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd. And what ends up happening is when he brings her to marry her, he has to force her to marry him. They start singing Good Loving. And everybody's dressed in this period piece, like, medieval times. And they're all,
Right.
it is hilarious. You've got to see it. Look it up on YouTube.
I'm sure that's funny.
Laugh. Just look under Moonlighting Good Loving.
Okay, Moonlight. That's the episode. Okay.
Yeah, and then Bruce Willis. He used to be in a rock band, and he's got his microphone. He's got his harmonica, and he's going, and it is hilarious.
Wow.
So yeah. So
okay, cool. I just wrote.
See that one, but the Young Rascals, it is hilarious.
Yeah, they're good. They were good. I'm sorry that they went away.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about the Animals?
Oh yeah. House of the Rising Sun.
Yep. There's a place in New Orleans.
Yeah.
They call the rising sun.
The thing that I think, because a lot of these were written by Eric Burton, he must have done some time. There's a lot of these songs. I'm going like one of the Grand Funk Railroad songs that was a cover song for them was called "Inside Looking Out," and it's about a guy in prison. Written by Eric Burton. I think they first performed it in '66. Grand Funk Railroad uses it as a cover song.
Okay.
For, I can't remember what year it was. It was probably about 72. But
I haven't heard. I haven't heard that name for a while either. Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah. But they go. It starts off with the top hat. Tsh, tsh, and then it goes in. I'm sitting here lonely like a broken man, and doing my time, doing the best I can, and I'm going like, Eric Burton must have served some time.
Yeah.
He goes, walls and bars they surround on me, and I can't get no sympathy. And then he goes to the bass, boom, boom. It is just.
He had some really gritty vocals, and of course the organist Alan Price. He was really good in that also.
He also discovered War.
Yep.
The group War. Remember, he made an album. Eric Burton declares war on the world, and it was.
That's right.
It was the group War that was featured on it. But
the other ones. Don't let me be misunderstood.
Yeah.
And we gotta get out of this place.
Yes. Yeah.
Did it ever do? They were out of England, Newcastle, and they were 62 to 66.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the song Sky Pilot?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was
Pilot, something like that.
That was a very anti-Vietnam, anti-war song by a priest, and it was a pretty, like I said, it was a pretty political song. I mean, well done too. Well. I mean, it was very, very good. You know?
Yeah, they had a lot of lineup changes, which kind of led to them falling apart. And then
That's true. That's true.
Burton left on, and he did other things and so on. So
Yeah,
that was it. But
like he was kind of like the soul of the group.
he was.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, he was. And when he left, things just fell apart.
Yeah, it's kind
and
of,
sometimes that's what happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Absolutely.
Jim Morrison was to the Doors type of thing.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, he was like the soul of the group. And
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
do you remember the Monkees?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
we're
a
the
believer.
Monkees.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Oh, golly. I love the car they used to drive.
Oh.
Remember, it was
God,
a
I
custom
vaguely remember that.
GTO. It was a custom.
Was it? You know what? I don't remember that, but I certainly know what a GTO is.
Yeah, they cut off the roof and made it convertible from the trunk all the way forward, so they can have more. So they had a seat in it.
I think I remember that now.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. Was it David Jones? That was his name?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Jackie had a crush on him.
Well, who didn't?
Well, I didn't.
Which young lady didn't have a crush on him?
Yeah, okay.
Like
there you
it
go.
was like David Cassidy.
Yeah. That's what it was. David Cassidy, not David Jones. David Cassidy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, interesting. Fictional band on TV.
Sure.
And,
I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
I'm a believer.
Last Train to Clarksville.
Clarksville. Absolutely. They had like 6 top 10 hits.
Yeah.
They were pretty popular.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. But I don't know if you know this, but they mainly worked with vocals. They did vocals with studio musicians.
Yes.
So they didn't do a lot of their own actual.
No, they did not.
And they came out of your neck of the woods in '66.
Yeah. And get this. You know who tried out for them?
Who?
Charles Manson. Tried out to be tried to be a monkey. He auditioned to be a monkey.
Boy. Ah, man. What's this crazy world? Crazy world. Yeah.
Well, it's one of these things that you think about history. What happened? What would have happened if he did become a monkey?
I don't know. Maybe it would have changed his mind and things wouldn't have happened.
Well, how about this?
Maybe it's because he didn't get in that he
that
went off the
it.
deep end.
How about Fidel Castro tried out for the Cleveland Indians as a pitcher?
Yeah.
What if he would have made the team?
He would have made things could have been
history
different.
Would have changed.
Can you imagine just little? I mean, we don't know, but just thinking about that, it could take that one small thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, the Monkees.
Yeah. Well, when the TV show ended, basically they did too.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember they really didn't have a, shall we say, got along well with the manager.
Right. They had manager issues and so on.
Yeah, big time. I don't think. And what happened is they were, the song by the Archie, Sugar, Sugar.
Yeah, Sugar, Sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
They wanted them to do that song, the Monkees, and they said no. They said we will not do it. And that's when that guy started the Archies. He said, you don't have to argue with cartoons.
Yeah.
So, what? So I started this, the Archies. I don't have to argue with cartoons.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
I know.
Oh, how about the Birds?
Oh, the birds are great.
I figured they were right up your alley.
They're right up my alley. Absolutely, they're up my alley. They started in your neck of the woods in '64.
Yes.
But no, absolutely. Are you kidding? Because they took some of Dylan's songs.
Yes.
And did their own thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man.
Oh yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
Yep. 8 miles high.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. And they had some excellent members of that group.
Well, they had David Crosby.
Right, and it was Graham Nash in that group too? No,
Nash wasn't in there. He was in another group.
Oh, okay.
That was before Nash got in there.
Okay.
Yeah, if I recall correctly. Yeah. They had a lot of influence on music coming downstream.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding.
Tom Petty, REM.
Oh, yeah.
They basically pioneered country rock that was sweet country rock.
Well, the Eagles, they were very influential on the Eagles.
Yeah,
the Eagles,
absolutely.
If you listen to them, they almost have the same sound. The harmonies are excellent.
Yep.
The guitar playing is excellent.
Yep.
So.
Well, the other thing is because their contributions was folk rock, psychedelic rock, raga rock, and using, because they used a forgot who it was, whoever the guitarist was, but a 12-string Rickenbacker guitar, which was kind of like new, okay, that hadn't been done before. So they actually, I mean, they tried to change and be creative and go from there. But again, the lineup changes is what dropped them. They just were never stable. So bummer. It's a bummer because I like their stuff.
They were pretty good. The Hollies. Do you remember the Hollies?
Yeah. Stop. Do 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 do.
Their big hit was
He's my brother.
He ain't heavy.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother. Yep. Okay. Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
British Invasion.
Yes.
Yep.
They were part of that as well. You know?
Yeah.
I really didn't listen too much to the Hollies. They weren't quite my group.
Well, I didn't go after them, but those songs played all the time, so I heard those songs. That's why I can, pop a few bars of it.
Right.
So they just didn't connect.
Yeah.
The harmonies made them great, but they never really broke through. Now he was the one that Graham Nash was in.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
He
was in one of these.
He was in that one
groups.
before Crosby, Stills, and Nash. In fact, when of course, Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young, played at Woodstock, and that was the first time the four of them, performed together, adding Young, if I recall correctly.
Right.
They're just not rock giants. Okay, they were good.
Yes.
So, Now the other one, this is I hadn't thought of this group in a long time. Steppenwolf.
Oh, I had their albums, man.
Okay, I just haven't thought of them, and they were great. Born to be wild.
Magic Carpet Ride.
Magic Carpet Ride. Yeah, they're a great one. That was all biker inspired, and it was different. It came from a different perspective. And they were good. They were Canadians actually.
Yes.
There was three Canadian. There's three Canadians who were in a band called the Sparrows. Out of Canada, and they went to your neck of the woods, and then I forget who joined them, but two members from your neck of the woods joined them, and Magic Carpet Ride and Rock Me, and they were in the top 10.
John Kay, I think, immigrated from Lithuania, I think.
No, okay.
And then so there was always question about him being a communist, because at the time there was I can't remember, but at the time there was a Soviet satellite, and people thought, oh, wait a minute, the big Red Scare goes and stuff like that.
All that stuff was going on.
One of my favorite songs, by Steppenwolf, is "The Pusher."
Oh yeah. Oh,
that was a big time song.
Yeah, it was a big song. I forgot that one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, The Pusher.
Yeah, that was a big time song. He almost, John Kay almost sings it like it's a Broadway play. In other words, he's like telling a story. When you listen to the people who sing on Broadway, it's always they're telling a story. And they're singing, but it just happens to have a little harmony in it. And this is what The Pusher kind of reminded me of. He's just like, kind of like the way Pat Benatar sings a song.
Yeah. Well, a lot of songs are stories. Not all of them. A lot of songs are stories.
But some of them don't have the voice. What happens is you get hung up on the not on the lyrics, but you get hung up on the harmonies. It sounds so good, and you don't realize what the song's actually saying. And a few artists, Eric Burton was one.
Right.
You're listening, because first of all, he doesn't have a stellar voice. Right. He's got a unique voice, but when he's singing about something. And then that's what you get hooked on. Pat Benatar is the same thing.
Well, you're saying that, and I'm thinking about Janis Joplin, okay, because
excellent point.
There's another one, right? Okay. Of course, Dylan too.
Yeah.
You really caught the words. A lot of times you're right. You get hung up in the melodies, and I don't know the words, okay, or I don't the gist of it, because I'm just so into the music part of it.
Yes.
I was, I know, I understand. But they were good stuff. They had some good stuff, but in the 70s they just got overshadowed and it didn't work.
And I think you're right. A lot of times, they don't grow, and other groups become louder and more psychedelic and stuff like that.
Right,
it's just like all times, very few groups last.
Right.
I mean, very few groups become the Beatles, become some of these rap artists. Like,
Yeah, but look at the Beatles, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, they didn't last.
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
Mhm.
Okay, they didn't last well into the 70s like some of these other groups.
Right.
Okay,
But their
but
contribution to music.
that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
What they did in that short period of time
Yeah.
was just amazing because they went in a lot of different directions. Were willing to take chances.
Yeah.
Okay, and go from there. So, yeah.
And why? Because they were the Beatles.
Because I
and if
can't.
they said something, everybody listened.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about the Zombies?
Oh yeah.
They were
yeah.
It's the time of the season. Yeah.
She's not
She's
there.
not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how did that,
That
song
was
go?
the-
Let me tell you about the way she looks. The
The
way
way
she
she-
exhales, the color of her
color-
hair.
Her
Her eyes are clear and bright, but she's not there. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's
again,
it.
harmonies and stuff like that were very, very good
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah, that was in '64.
Mhm.
She's not there, and that actually hit number 2.
Yeah.
And I guess apparently their album Odyssey and Oracle
Yes.
is considered like one of the greatest albums of the decade with arrangements and harmonies.
Right.
They were good. They were good.
Yeah.
Okay, it was really refined and really good. But
Yeah. I think you
what
said time of the season. I think you mentioned that already.
yeah, it's the time. It's the time. Yeah, I know the song. I can't. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But I guess in '67, they were kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
And so they left Decca Records and signed with CBS. That's who they did the Odyssey and Oracle with.
Right.
And they did that at the EMI Stadium, which is Abbey Road Studios.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, EMI's World Stadium. At that studio. Yeah. So I don't know if you know. Also, I guess their budget when they switched to Decca and they went to the other, they didn't have a good budget. So they couldn't stretch to get session musicians.
Right.
So they used a Mellotron to fill out the arrangements. In fact, it was they used John Lennon's Mellotron. It was still in the studio.
Right.
And it was there for the Mellotron was there for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
It was still there.
Easy to tell you. Anyway, back to the Zombies. Okay, they kicked in '61.
Yeah.
Basically, by the time of the season was a big hit, they were pretty much already done.
Yeah.
And they apparently have been rediscovered over the years, supposedly. But again, they had some good stuff. And the Zombies, yeah. It's key. I'm going through this, and I remember these groups.
Yeah.
Okay, like the Yardbirds.
Yes.
Yeah, the Yardbirds. Okay, now talking about a group that spun off success elsewhere.
Yeah.
The Yardbirds is definitely one of them.
Yes.
And when you think about the lead guitarists, some of the best top lead guitarists ever.
Yeah.
Okay, starting with Eric Clapton.
Yes.
Okay, because he was the original. No, actually, I don't think he was the original. He replaced somebody, but he was there '66 to '65.
Yes.
And then Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jimmy Page. I mean, we're talking, stellar lead guitar. So and they all went on to be successful in other
I
stuff.
think, what was it? For Your Love?
For Your Love.
You know that song right there? That song right there, For Your Love?
Yeah.
Eric Clapton quit because of that song.
He did.
He did. He said he couldn't stand that song, and he said once they did it, he was not very instrumental into that song. He did his part, but once they did that, he left.
He was gone.
Said,
He was
I'm not doing this.
Yeah. He didn't do that. And Heart Full of Soul.
Yeah.
Heart Full of Soul. Yeah. And that was lead. That was Beck on that lead on that one.
Yeah.
And they were, they were experimental. They're doing blues, psychedelia, and hard rock. And so on. If actually it influenced Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
But of course, one of them we'll talk about went on to Jimmy Page went on to do Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, the song that really kind of got into the Led Zeppelin type of thing was that Dazed and Confused by the Yardbirds, and that's when Jimmy Page uses innovative violin bow on his
Well, no,
guitar.
he used a cello bow.
Yeah.
It was a cello bow.
Okay. It was not a violin bow.
No, it was a
Yeah.
cello bow on a
Okay.
guitar, and nobody ever did that before. So
Mhm.
yeah, he started doing some interesting
Yeah.
things, no doubt about it. So
Yeah.
they were basically 63 to 68,
Yeah.
yeah, they stuck together, but their contribution
Yeah.
to rock's evolution is incredible.
Mhm.
Clapton went off to John Mayall
Yeah.
and the Blues Breakers. Then he went off formed Cream.
Yes.
Okay, now think about who was in Cream.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a great group. Beck went to the Jeff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who is it?
group. The Jeff Beck group.
Jack Bruce, and Ginger
Rod
Baker
Stewart.
for the Cream.
Well, Rod.
For Cream.
Oh, you're talking the Cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But the Jeff Beck group, Rod Stewart was in it. Ron Wood. Okay, and Jimmy Page went on Led Zeppelin. I mean, that was a gateway group, if you will.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. You think
incredible.
about you're right about Eric Clapton. I mean, he did what he did. Blind Faith. He was in
Blind
Blind
Faith,
Faith. Derek and the Dominoes.
Yeah.
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 So he did a lot of that. He seemed to
You
jump
you
from
say
group to
blind
group.
faith, okay? And in my mind, okay, I have an idea about where the note is to start that very famous song, but I can't
What
can't
song
do
is
it.
that? What song is
I
that?
can't remember, but I just blind faith, and it just if I heard it now, whatever. Yeah, I just know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Blind Faith. I think they only did one album.
They only did one album.
Yeah.
It was a great album.
Yeah, it was. It was. It
Yeah.
was.
I don't think Cream didn't do a lot of albums either. I
Oh,
don't
they
think.
did. They did 4 altogether. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's not a lot. I mean, that's
Well,
great, but not.
the Eric Clapton didn't like that group. He liked the music and everything, but there was always a fight of who was the leader.
Right.
It was between Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. They just
Right.
constantly, and Eric Clapton, he's just a laid back kind of guy, and he just, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just laid back.
I mean, Ginger Baker. Okay, we're talking about incredible musicians.
Yeah.
The three of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you remember the Spencer Davis group?
The Spencer Davis Group. Yeah. Well, that was Stevie Winwood.
Yes.
Stevie Winwood. He was 14 when he joined that band. Can
Can
you
you
imagine?
imagine letting our kids join a band at 14?
Well, our kids did kind of put a band together when they were 14. Okay, they started playing music when they were 14.
I
probably.
was on the road. Okay.
Yeah,
I had
you
no
wouldn't-
idea what was going on at home.
Well, they were into music. They were definitely getting starting there. But he fronted them. When you think
Yes.
about that,
Yeah.
he made that group. I mean, Spencer Davis himself was good.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was like the leader of the group, I believe. But
Sure.
having him in there, boy, they were ahead of their time.
Mhm.
Give me some loving and somebody help me.
Yeah.
I'm a man. Keep on running.
Yeah.
Okay, those are still a lot of
I
lot
think
of stuff.
Chicago used "I'm a Man" as a cover song too. That also made them-
I think you're right. Yeah. They're out of Birmingham,
Yeah.
UK in '63. In fact, I'm watching that. Well, you don't watch series TV. You watch movies and other stuff, right? You don't watch
I
streaming
watch
TV.
it all, man. I watch it all.
Did you watch Pinky Blinders?
No, I did not.
Okay, I don't know if it's your cup of tea, but anyway, they're out of Birmingham. That's the only reason why. I mean, that's what the
okay.
story is.
I
That's the
thought-
only reason I brought
So
that
there's
up.
no car chases or
No, because it's in the 1918 is when they start. So yeah, no, it's totally different. But
Okay.
yeah.
There's got to be explosions, car chases, and everything.
No, but they have a lot of violence.
Yeah.
Okay, there
You know.
definitely is some crazy stuff in there. Just basically gangs, if you will.
No, okay.
trying
Is
to
it
take
kind of
over.
like Gangs of New York?
Yeah.
See, I like that
It-
movie.
Kind of like that. Okay, it's kind of like that. Only it's multiple seasons, and it's in Birmingham, England. At the time of when the IRA was formulating.
Yeah.
And then there's there's all that. It's the mafia, but it's in England. If you will. Okay. So there's Anyway, it's really good. I mean, the acting. It's won a lot of awards. It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got one more to go.
Well, hang on a second. We're not
Wait.
done.
Oh,
Okay.
you're not done.
No, because
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do we got?
In '67, he
Yeah.
went off to form Traffic. Do you remember Traffic?
Yes.
The
Oh,
group?
I had their
Okay,
albums.
Right, and then on to Blind Faith. Okay, but once he left, it never recovered. They just couldn't keep it together.
Yeah. John Barleycorn Must Die.
John
Was a
Barley.
Traffic. I've got that album. I love that album.
Yeah, that's good.
With
It's
Glad.
good.
Just an excellent group. Excellent album.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, are you ready for the last one?
I know the last one's great.
All right. So,
I need,
hit it.
hang
Hit
on.
it. Are you ready to
I'm
sing?
ready. Go ahead.
Okay. The Kinks.
You really got me. You really got me all day and all the night.
Oh, yeah.
Dear Lola.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was great. Sunny afternoon.
Yeah. That was a great one. I did like that one.
Oh, Sunny afternoon?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought that was a great one.
That was a great song.
Lola, I love.
Lola.
Yeah.
La 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 Lola. Yeah. They had 5 top 10s.
Yes.
There's some critically acclaimed albums like what they call it, the Village Green Preservation Society. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. They were telling a lot of stories and setting the music. You know that they were banned in the U.S.
What's that?
They were banned.
Yeah, they were banned for 5 years.
Yeah, 65, 69. There's a combination of factors, the way I understand it. A lot of it's chaotic and confrontational. It came out of their confrontational and chaotic 65 tour.
Yeah.
And after they basically said, time out.
Yeah. I love that story.
Yeah.
They ended up arguing on stage.
Oh, yeah.
So the guy threw his drum set, took his drum set and tossed it. Well, then the drummer gets up and whacks him in the head with his stand and knocks him unconscious.
I know. They're fighting on stage. They disputed the union officials.
And you know how they got out of it? How he got it so they wouldn't press charges?
No.
The drummer said, well, this is part of the act. At the end of the gig, we just throw our instruments at each other.
Okay.
and so that got him out of the having charges. But the Musicians Federation said, you know what, we're going to put a ban on you guys.
Yeah.
So.
The band basically crippled them. I mean but they were good. They were really good. Yeah. Absolutely. So
wow. I just like that group. Lola. Lola was such a good song.
Oh yeah, they're all good songs. Yeah. I mean everything the songs we're talking about today are great songs.
Yeah.
They're great songs. I mean they're going to live on, at least in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least until the baby boomers leave.
Yeah.
Unless somebody picks them up for a commercial.
Yeah.
I'm hearing more and more Grand Funk songs on commercials.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing, what was it? Some of the Chevy trucks do I'm Your Captain.
Yeah.
I'm Your Captain. Well, you're an American band. You hear that one every so often.
Yeah.
Locomotion.
I imagine that there are bands out there, but if they have, they should do an album of these covers. Some of these covers.
Yeah.
Some of these songs. Some of these just absolute great ones. Okay. But that's just me talking.
Yeah.
So, anyways, good stuff.
Yeah, well, you know what, Professor? We're running a little long. What do you say we bring this one to a close, buddy?
Yeah, well, it's a good one, so I'm not surprised you went long. Okay, cool.
Okay.
We're good.
You have a great one, all righty?
All right, we'll catch you later.
All right, bye-bye.
We'd like to thank you for listening and remind you if you happen to have any baby boomer topics you'd like us to cover, just email us at growingupboomer@gmail.com. And until next time, may God bless.